Hello, my name is Marco, and I'm going to tell you why Shad is wrong and chainmail is the best armor for the adventurer. Follow me, and we go into the wild.
Taking us into the wild.
But as I go on my adventure, I will explain why I think he's wrong. And my biggest point is that Shad is wearing foam brigadine. He's wearing faux brigadine. There's no shade. I completely understand. You got to bring cameras. You got to bring props. That's a lot of weight, and that's part of my point.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
All right. And with me, I've brought my camping supplies. This chainmail is pretty heavy. Brigandine is going to be a bit heavier. And like I said, no shade to Shad. You got to have cameras. See, I got 1, 2, 3 cameras. And you need your wizarding staff for the adventure. Of course you do. Why else would you not? Anyway, I'm going to put this camera stand into my backpack so I can keep walking. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to carry that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry this somehow. So,
What the hell's in this? What's this? I said take only what you need to survive.
It's my industrial strength hair dryer. And I can't live without it!
Whew, okay. I understand why Shad wears all that foam, the foam armor, which is it's all for entertainment. But I'm going to show why I think chainmail is way better than brigadine. Yes, you're going to have a little bit of more blunt force resistance in brigadine, but chainmail, it breathes. And when it's really cold, you don't want to overheat. You don't want to overheat because that's just going to make you sweat. And when you sweat, that sweat freezes, and that sweat makes you cold. So I've also noticed while practicing HEMA that my chest is a little bit bigger than most people, and I tried to get the biggest HEMA jacket possible, the biggest one, for Purple Heart Armory, and it didn't fit, and I had to customize it. And
we have time to get this adjusted. It's a little tight across the chest.
Well, I already had chainmail. It's riveted chainmail, great, and so it's going to have more protection, and it breathes more. And actually, for HEMA practice, I've been wearing chainmail and instead of my HEMA jacket, because that jacket it gets wet and icky and sweaty, and I have to wash it. Now imagine if you're an adventurer. Yes, imagine if you're an adventurer and you have to decide what you're going to bring. And I apologize for the audio quality. It was very windy. I'm gonna have to figure some way, maybe a windsock or something to shelter the microphone. But so yes, the chainmail breathes more, but also the second thing I like is the maintenance. And if you have ever been on a long trip, for me, when I've been on motorcycle trips, it is very frustrating when a zipper breaks, because then it lets all the cold air in. With brigadine or any other, I'm thinking a plate armor, you can have a lot of buckles, a lot of straps, a lot of things that potentially could go wrong with a lot of wear and tear. So maintenance is just so much easier with chainmail. I just carry this around. I've worked out in it, and it's super resilient. I haven't had it rust on me, and if it did rust, you just shake it and it cleans itself. You don't have to worry about the mice chewing off any straps or making any holes. With the Brigadine, you know, that's you have it's going to trap moisture. If it gets wet, if it gets sweaty, that's going to be hard to clean. It's going to be hard to maintain. This needs none of that. It is heavy, but if I was an adventurer, chainmail is, I like it. All right, we're back. So I wanted to show you another thing about chainmail, just for space. This is my Hema jacket, padded gambeson, whatever. It's bulky. This is my chainmail shirt. It's nice and compact. It makes for a great pillow. More protection. Yes, it's heavier. It is very heavy. It is like at least 20 pounds. You can hear it hit the floor. That's chainmail. Brigadine is going to be heavier. At least that's what I'd be under the pressure. I've never wore Brigadine, but Shad has. And again, Shad, not everyone is in good health, and I understand that. And Shad is, and this is all for entertainment purposes. And I'd like to say, big fan of Shad Brooks's book. But yeah, chainmail. If I was going on an adventure and it was a very, most likely going to be going through some bad neighborhoods, probably in the medieval times, chainmail would be one of them that I'd be wearing. But would I bring chainmail? Actually, I might not even bring chainmail. I might not even bring gambeson. Because depending on where you're going, you might need a winter coat, you might need extra clothes anyway. You're going to need a rain jacket. And personally, if I was not on a campaign and I was with someone that could keep up with me, like Frodo and Samwise, I would opt into probably trying to appear more friendly, or not being appeared at all, trying to avoid contact, the confrontation, and possibly carrying a sword just in case. I would not want to appear overly friendly or just a pushover. So there's that. But if you're on campaign, or if your job is to protect somebody, then maybe that is your purpose, is to fight. If you have to guard the princess and you are on guard duty, well, the princess probably might not be able to run away very fast. And so you have to stand and fight. And maybe you're just not a very stealthy person. Maybe you're not going to run. The running is not an option. Not very fast, I mean. So maybe if there is trouble, maybe the extra weight is worth it. But again, you have to pack so much on a trip. Probably want a little tinderbox. You might want to carry a little extra firewood. And because not every place is going to have wood where you're at. If you want to camp up on the mountainside, there's not very much fuel there. So you gotta have fire. And you gotta have water. And you gotta have water. Something to hydrate. And this isn't only gonna last me that's not gonna last. I need at least 2 or 3 of these, maybe if I'm gonna go hiking for a long time.
Be none left for the return journey.
I don't think there will be a return journey, Mr. Frodo.
Of course, you need something to read. Always need something to read. We got Shadow of the Conqueror by Shad Brooks. Excellent book. Excellent choice. Or if you're feeling a little more spiritual, and you need maybe a good Psalms, maybe a little booklet, a spiritual booklet of some kind, maybe you need that. Whatever you're gonna read. So you got your flint and steel. Oh, and you're gonna need an instrument to raise your spirits of your crew. Because we forgot the food. George just forgot the food again. And he's gonna go foraging, and I'm gonna make some tea. There we go. And you're gonna need something to make your tea in, or your food.
We do not stop till nightfall.
What about breakfast?
We've already had it.
We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast?
Don't think he knows about second breakfast, Pip.
What about 11sies? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper. He knows about them, doesn't he?
I wouldn't count on it.
And for your quest, what are you gonna bring with you? Of course, you need your trusty, handy dagger. Probably from Todd Cutlery? Yes. You need your dagger, your rondel dagger. You, of course, need a sword. Also, don't forget to bring your coins. Your gold, your silver, your coppers, whatever you got saved up for the journey. Because maybe you need to buy more water. Maybe you need to room at the end. You're going to have to carry it all. You don't have it's not a cashless society. Or you're going to have to carry stuff to barter with, So just think, a 6-month-long quest. What are you going to bring with you? What are you going to pack? What kind of armor are you going to bring? Perhaps a lute, a fiddle, a harmonica. Perhaps you'll bring more food. Perhaps you will even bring a guitar tuner for your lute. I don't even know what that looks like for the medieval days. And I'd probably bring extra strings or a cat with me just in case.
Isaiah.
No.
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 Whoa, that was amazing! Perfect time!
What are you talking about? I missed.
Master Tauren's dark brown eyes did not hold light, only grim reality. He did not smile, he did not laugh, and he never slept. On this night, Master Tauren sat in the cold watchtower on top of Dragon Mount and gazed out toward the ocean. The waves shimmered like black diamonds beneath the full moon. Tauren did not look at the moon. He did not want to see its face. So many faces. So many faces, too often he saw someone. Someone that was dead.
Day by day, she watched the landscape change from pleasant, lush green hills to dark, gloomy, and jagged granite. These mountains were not green at all. Any speck of color was the beginning of a pale blue glacier, peeking over the barren, pointed